There are no words to put this into place. I am absolutely buzzing. I'm here at Horton Church Lake, a ticket that I've wanted for so many years. As a child, I read the books, I saw the pictures in Carp magazine, and I really wanted to come and fish for these fish. And finally my chance has come around. Got myself a ticket. I'm just 2 sessions in and something truly amazing has just happened. I'm going to walk you through this story. You're going to love it. So on my first session, it was more of a recce. I had a really good look around the lake, looked in some of the swims, tried to get a feel for the place and try and find some fish. I did locate some fish, but I couldn't really get a rig onto them. I went away, I hatched a new plan, came back on the second session, and wow, it has happened. I found the fish, got on the fish, and straight away, within 24 hours, they've shown up on the spot, and I have had this amazing 56 pound and 1 ounce. It's called Roger the Dodger, and I could not be more excited if I tried. The rig I used was a simple chod rig, but very well thought through. I'm going to show you how I put that rig together and what steps I took to secure this, what is only described as an absolute gem of a fish. Well, here is the chod rig that I used to catch Roger the Dodger, and as you can see, it's still in great shape. The putty is still in place, and that hook is absolutely pin sharp still, ready to go again. Now what I'll do is just talk you through the components used in this rig. Very, very simple. It starts with a size 4 Reedsmere hook and a D-rig fashion, a micro ring swivel to mount the bait, and then a very short section of 25 pound memory, and that's crimped on using a 0.6 crimp to a size 11 ring swivel, and of course some of the mega blend putty there just to sink it down nicely. Let's go through that step by step. Starting with the 25 pound memory hook link, I pass that through the size 4 Reedsmere hook from the front to the back, and then just holding the tag end in place, I then whip down the shank of the hook 12 times towards the point of the hook, trying to keep those coils nice and tight. Once you're opposite the point of the hook, then take that tag end and pass the tag end back through the eye of the hook and pulling it nice and tight. That forms the initial part of your chod rig. On then goes a size 18 micro ring swivel to form the D, and then pass that tag end back through the eye of the hook. And with this D, you want to try and make this D not massive, but a good sized teardrop D. I generally pull it tight against the eye of the hook, level it all up, and then tease it back out to the size I desire. Once you've done that, take the tag end, trim that tag end down with your scissors, and then using your lighter very carefully blob the tag end down until you've got it in a perfect position for your D-rig. That's the D formed. The next thing to do is to take a 0.6mm crimp and pop that on the other end before taking your size 11 ring swivel and passing that onto your memory filament, then taking the tag end back through the crimp, and I set mine to be around about 1.25 inches before crimping it down and ensuring it's nice and tight. Tag end can come off, and there is your chod rig complete. Now to mount the bait, simply bait floss through the micro ring swivel onto your baiting needle, slide your pop up down, and then on there with the bait blob, out with the lighter, blob it down, and that is the chod rig almost complete. Just time to put a small piece of blend putty on. Take a small piece of putty, pinch it away, roll it between your finger and thumb before sliding it over the crimp and then rolling it around the crimp to form a nice tidy piece of putty. And there is our finished chod rig. So you see how I've tied the rig. This is how I apply it. I've got the rig attached to a length of the new cord-free material, which is super subtle and super soft, sinks really well, a drop-off lead system, and then the chod system sits between 2 stops, which allows it to just settle down over any bottom. Let's go ahead now and look at how I apply that with a baiting spoon and some bait. So the bait mix couldn't be simpler. It's just holes and halves and a couple of 10 millers, and all I do is take a small amount of that bait straight into the baiting spoon, and that's all I need to go. Into there goes the rig. I just pop the lead into the top half of the baiting spoon and put the hook link in the bottom half of the baiting spoon, and then ship it out. Well, that's the rig, the approach, the tactics, the baiting application, and even the watercraft that amassed into the capture of this, what can only be described as gigantic UK PB for me at 56 pounds and 1 ounce. The fish was absolutely huge on the mat, and it meant so much to me to catch this fish from such a historic venue with such amazing history. I am so excited, so buzzed up, and to watch that fish swim away knowing that somebody else was going to feel like I felt was amazing. What an amazing, brilliant, great day's fishing. Yes! Wow, what an amazing session that was. It's come to an end with that 56 pound 1 ounce Roger the Dodger, which was stocked in 1996. It is a Mark Simmons fish, and that is now one of the originals really in this lake. What a great way to open my account on this complex, and there is so much more to go at. Simple spring tactics of flicking bright chods at showing fish really has paid dividends for me, and I can't wait to get back here and see what else I can catch. Time to go and put the details in the book, record my catch report, and get off home. See you in the next one.